Everybody, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line. It is episode 30. 30, folks, of the Halls of Arden Vul, Megadungeon Crawl by Richard Barton, using heavily modified version of the old school essential system by one Gavin Norman, otherwise known as Necrotic Gnome. My name is John. I am your referee for the evening. Going around the horn, we have...
I'm Mike. I play Gorend the Dwarf.
I'm David, and I play Onweir the Unseen Blade.
I am Matt. I play Avaricios, 5th level cleric and the left hand of Lysion.
Hi, and I'm Ted. I play Mortus J. Gobliano, level 3 goblin, and delicious to spiders.
Indeed.
Wow. Not a single snarky comment about my coif that I'm wearing.
Give us time. Give us time.
This is normal to you people?
I'm biting my tongue so hard, like the blood is flowing.
I know. Audience members, don't get the wrong idea. We are not turning into one of those cosplay, actual play things. It's just David was feeling it, apparently. And
it's the headphones, I think, over the mail that really add that certain...
back in the day, didn't they wear the headphones under the chainmail? Isn't that how they...
Yeah, he's anachronistic.
Maybe he's just worried about someone sneaking up behind him and doing to him what he did to all the NPCs.
Exactly. Gotta protect the neck. Yeah, we're forgiving him for that because it is good to have David back. We actually have a full house for the first time in a while, so that's pretty awesome. So we are in the media res right now with a little bit of combat going on. Frame it real quick. It is the 21st of Ligarios. It's about 6 p.m. They are a full party. Anware pops into existence along with the following NPCs / retainers in tow. We have Yost. We have Samantha the Red. We have Njal Oakart. And we have Tresty Iridel joining you as well in the search for her and Onweir's spellbook here back in Plunger Town. So they have Onweir, by the way, you are still burned. You have like the burn condition from your very up and close personal meeting with a sigil.
Whoops.
Just you have that for a few more days, so just be aware that you cannot, doesn't really matter, but you cannot wear armor. Although you were an armor-wearing wizard for quite some time, but you can't wear your banded mail anymore.
I wear that coif. Got to take that off.
Yeah, please take it off.
We
can't hear you, David. Man. You're muted, man.
The AV Club.
I said the metal's fused to my scalp, unfortunately.
Go ahead, John. That sounds painful.
The AV Club has found their way. They deliberately searched for the exit, which the guards up top had seen Isocritus leaving from. In a high priest residence, collapsed residence, they found a stairway leading downward, and they went down, 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 back to Plunger Town, down a spiral staircase. After a short passageway, about 30 feet long, they found the back door of a secret door. They walked in. They found themselves in a very large room. Precisely, shall we go to the map here? About, well, they can't really... Yeah, they could. They couldn't see quite, because it was so large. The torchlight didn't reach the southern end of the room, but they could tell that the eastern western dimensions were approximately 70 feet east to west. The chamber itself was filled with all manner of magical gear and ingredients and experimenting sort of things, like much grander than Blondvig's sort of rudimentary setup that he had in Plumthorn's chambers. It's absolutely crammed with stuff. No sooner had they were kind of taking in what was along all of these work tables in this massive chamber, lit, by the way, with continual... no, it actually isn't lit. No, it's just your lantern light. That's why. Yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah, not lit. There was across the room, emerging from the darkness from the south, was an 8-foot tall stone statue of depicting a human clad in a kilt and a Thothian headdress, carrying a black iron spear. So the stone itself is made. The statue itself is made out of stone, but it's wielding a heavy, heavy spear. basically came out of the darkness and immediately rushed forward and attacked. Avaricios brought up his shield and deflected one attack, and that is literally where we stopped as they were caught unaware by that sudden guardian emerging from the darkness. However, surrounding them there is where is it here? I had a number of rooms, a number of tables here. Yeah, there's 8 tables that occupy the room, on which and under which and near there's a huge assortment of items, a ton of things. There's sparkling gems, there's a mummified baboon paw, an enormous calcified egg, feathers from exotic birds, geological specimens and geodes, and colored sands and jars with strange liquids, and some that have floating objects in them, and it's just and you see, like, at the very edge of your lantern light, across the room, somewhere in darkness, there's some sort of enormous carved baboon face that you can't quite make out, but it looks to be some sort of construct or a mechanism of some sort, but it's still in the shadows, and right now you're in the midst of battle. So, with all that said, you are all gathered, and let me get Owlbear up here for the folks at home here. You guys are all gathered right around here.
Right.
And
just 2 of the party is actually in the room, right?
Yeah, Avaricios. I can't remember who the other one was.
I thought it was Gorend.
Yeah, it was me.
Gorend,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. And I can't remember if there's a surprise round or not, but regardless, it's the top of the round. So let's roll us some initiative, please.
Who's up?
One of you 2.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, I got this. I got this, guys. I got all my bad rolls out. I am going to do it. I'm going to roll very high right now. Am I good, John?
I'm ready.
There we go. I had 4.
A 4?
Not bad.
Okay.
Average. Literally.
And I got a 6. So, suck it. Okay.
Oh, God. Wow.
Wow.
That's that genuine empathy from our GM that we've come to love.
Once the dice are rolled, I just lean into wherever it's taking me. So they are. So you guys are scrambling backwards, probably furiously trying to defend yourself, and it presses the attack, silent and
But
menacing
deadly.
as it moves forward, as it looms over you, shuddering out the weak lantern light. Avaricios, you have your shield. Who was wielding the lantern?
I have a lantern and the shield.
Okay, so yeah, you literally have no weapon.
Is this my lantern or a new lantern that you guys acquired?
This is a lantern that I pulled out of my bag.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, so it's going to press the attack. I am going to say that if you get hit, Avaricios, you will drop the lantern. Well, we'll make it a high chance of drop the lantern. Okay, but we have Gorend and Avaricios as targets. Let's see who it goes for. It pressed it, banged up against Avaricios' shield. We'll do 1 to 3 will be Gorend, 4 to 6 will be Avaricios. Here we go. Avaricios again. It presses the attack against you, Avaricios. And here we go. Boom, boom.
You can take it, man. You can take it.
Oh, that's going to be a hit. If that's a 15 on the die, you have a what AC?
I have a 19 right now.
19 ain't going to do it.
This is gonna hurt.
Thanks.
Okay, that's going to be... you have to do math.
No, that's okay. If it's gonna be math, we can just skip it.
Hold on. It's going to be... God, hold on. 1 to 4.
I don't like
No,
that it's so
it's not.
difficult to do.
The way that Richard wrote it, he doesn't write like dice mechanism. He writes like the range, and so you have to expand upon like what the range is. So what's I'll just give it to you guys. What's 5 to 10? How do I translate that into dice?
5 to 10?
That would be
It's a D6.
D6 plus 4, right?
No.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, D6 plus 4. That's what it is. Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, you're going to take 5 points of damage, Avaricios, as the... Yeah,
He exploded.
Ow.
indeed. Let me actually just check something real quick. Yeah, okay. So the...
That's what shields are for.
So the spear rams into you. It's a 5-foot long spear made out of solid cast iron, and it just rams directly into you. Unless you want your shield to absorb.
You know what? I do have an extra one. Yep, I'm gonna let the shield be shattered.
Okay, cool.
Y'all was carrying one for me, so.
All right, so like continuing on from last session, Everest, it was like you brought the shield up above your head to block one, and then like you're just getting battered as it just continues hammering at you, and finally it just like the shield just like, shatters underneath the weight and like pieces around you, and like the thing is just looming up above you as Gorend's fiercely trying to defend you.
I am.
I assume so. Because you're a hero, Gorend. Because you're a hero, and you care about your healer.
I do. I care about my healer.
That's right.
Okay, that was its turn. So your guys' turn.
Okay. Well, Matt, you're gonna set the tone here. Like I'm down to like call in the troops and see if we can beat it into submission for once, but I'm also down to run away.
I think that we talked about this a little bit. Withdrawing, closing the door, seeing if it calms down, and then we might be able to do some sneaky business here.
Okay. Don't forget to set your lantern down where it is before we close the door.
Oh yeah, I definitely am doing that.
Oh yeah, John, I guess you had to roll to see if he dropped it, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
But doesn't the shield sundering
negate that?
obviate
Oh, that's
any
true.
of that?
Yeah, that's fine.
good.
That's fine. I also should have asked, but we'll let you do it retcon because it's important. Because both Gorend and Avaricios are in melee. Did you want to retreat or withdraw?
Yeah, I was
That's
hoping to do
that's what we're discussing right now.
Yeah, the fighting retreat through the door.
Okay. A fighting withdrawal. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
withdrawal.
Yeah. Okay. Because it would have gotten a +2 to attack you if you already.
Full on running. Right.
But it got me
we don't need
anyway.
to give it that. We don't need it to have that.
Okay. So what are you doing?
You guys lead, and
So
we'll figure out.
Matt said he's going to put the lantern down and then he's going to withdraw back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to withdraw back into the room and slam the door shut.
Into the hallway. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, into the
Out
stone
of the
hallway.
room.
Yeah.
Out of the
Okay.
room.
Yeah. So you carefully move backwards, defending yourself, and Gorend, as you slam the door shut, you do not hear it like bang up against the door or press the attack. You can hear like a dush, dush, and then like a dush, 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 fading away a little bit.
Nice.
Okay, good. Okay. So John, I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was like right up in my face. Right?
Yeah.
Did it seem like a statue, like literally like a stone creature, like attacking me? Or did it seem to have like eyes that were looking at me? Did it seem like a living thing?
It did not seem living. It definitely seemed made out of stone. However, it was moving very fluidly, but it seemed to be moving similarly to the constructs that were blocking that secret door to the east, right? That led to the Hall of Shrines.
Does it look like them?
No, it does not.
Okay.
So this is it looks like a human, right? So it's clad in a kill. It doesn't have like an ibis head. It has a Thothian headdress. So it sort of has like a very similar headdress, but in stone that Onweir, I don't know if he's still wearing it because I think he gave that up for the chef's hat. But Onweir at one point was wearing a
For the Dwarf.
what do we call it? Like a Nefertiti hat.
No,
Yeah.
that was after the chef's hat. I put a Nefertiti hat on. But,
Okay.
Yeah. I
So
still possess it. Well, now I'm wearing a banded mail and a Nefertiti hat.
So it moved very fluidly and it without any sort of it seemed to be like cumbersome from its stone makeup. You know what I mean? Like it moved like a human, but it was
Right.
definitely made out of stone, like animated stone. And the spear was definitely something separate from it, right? It was not carved into its hand. It was made of a different material, and it was grasping that spear.
Okay.
Okay.
So not an automaton.
And more importantly, not like a creature, because I had remembered earlier in the week from the description of it, it sounded a lot like the thing that Dalton had described as attacking Cassandra.
Would Yost recognize it at all, John?
No, Yost doesn't recognize it either.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not. It's not
feelsome. A turn went by from the combat. It is now officially 6 p.m.
It's also dark in the hallway where we are. So
Very true. Yeah, you're in complete darkness.
I would like to check the bag and see if there is another lantern in there.
There is a lantern. Yes. Do you have tinder?
Yeah, we all got tinder boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can light that up.
So the if you want something, so remember. Okay. Yeah. Do you have anything in the bag?
No, we don't have. We have not placed anything in the bag.
Okay. Got it.
All right. So our choices are bail, go home, just forget it. We do something sneaky, or now that we know it's there, we kind of plan a little better for going in for the assault. But we're concerned about noise, so that leaves us with really kind of sneaking.
I mean, we have Mr. Invisibility just standing here giving off faint wafts of barbecue. Let's come to him.
You can go in. Mort's willing to do it because he can move silently or fairly close to it.
Yeah, because if the thing doesn't seem to be seeing us with eyes.
We have at least 3 potions that we haven't tested. Onweir has the 2 potions from Roz Kelly, and I have one from the Dust Devil room that I haven't actually ever tested. We might have something there, like a pass wall or whatever that one is, where you just like.
I think
pass
one of
through
them was the gaseous form. I think. If you
No,
read the
that one
descriptions,
we got before the Dust Devil room.
no,
and
I
we
know
used
that. But I think we got another one. Didn't we get another one?
We got one that was very similar. Yes, that's the one from the Dust Devil room, and I'm curious to know what it is. It might be helpful here.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, as I say, you got the 2 from Roz Kelly. So I say we get the lantern lit. We check these potions that we sort of forgot about and see if they give us any ideas. Otherwise, we go with either an invisibility ring or the invisibility cloak.
Yeah, and just potions wise, I know I'm carrying like an icy one, like a cold potion,
The minty one, yeah.
that like froze my face for a minute, and what a blue one that looked like a fly potion that we've already used.
Right.
All right.
Oh, I don't have that recorded. No, the icy blue potion we did use. That was the fly potion.
No, icy is the cold one. I still have that one.
Icy white from the spiderweb, smells minty, freezes mouth. Icy blue is the fly spell from the Hall of Heroes, and that's what I think Onweir used to fly around the chasm.
Oh, okay.
That's gone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. So our big question right now, right, is to see if this thing can sense invisibility, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So it's going to make itself readily apparent, right? We have no light going on right now. Or did you light the other lantern? No. Okay.
We have a lantern with us, and we have the lantern in the room that we set down.
We got to make sure that we dim the lantern in this hallway before we open the door, right? So since the cloak has charges or whatever it is, uses per day, let's just have somebody make themselves blind with the ring and have Morcos just test it, right? Like just
okay.
See if it doesn't react to you being invisible, then game on. Both Onweir and Mort can go run around in there and find the thing that locks it down or whatever, Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right, that makes sense.
So right now, and
It did not have eyes, correct?
it was made of stone.
It was made out of stone. So what we're testing is whether or not it actually needs light to sense. Not light, needs to be able to see, right? Like it probably has
magical because it doesn't have eyes. Yeah.
I mean, it's in a dark room, so I assume it doesn't actually need light to see. So the question is
I'm assuming that they won't. I'm assuming it'll come out for Mort. Do we have a corpse retrieval plan for this?
Well, I mean, before we get more dead, I would like to
wait a minute.
Mort's having second thoughts already. Oh, did I say that out loud?
So I would like to, Mort's still kind of oozing spider juice from his face. Kind of top him off. I would like to use my cure light wounds on.
Excellent news
on good old Mort.
Okay.
At least then we will have the same number of hit points now.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. That is, I believe that's D6, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll like John on initiative, please.
Yeah, okay. Or John on anything else.
I think it's D6 plus 1.
That sounds about right. I can check. Well, that's a 4.
So 5.
be fine with it.
All right, that puts me back up at full. Outstanding. Assuming it's +1.
Yep, 1d6 +1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Cool.
So, are
Feeling
you
good.
willing to go blind, Avaricious, and I'll take Yost's ring? Or should we have Yost go blind?
I think it might be better if I give you my ring and Yost goes blind. That way I can.
Oh, he says, all right, I suppose.
Come
Thanks,
on,
Yost.
Yost.
You can always
You're a
end it,
pal.
Yost, whenever you want. It could be hilarious if you do.
Yost has
Wait a
the power
minute.
now.
Yost, you know I love you, right? Okay. All right. So, yeah. Mort puts on the ring.
Okay.
Yost turns invisible, and then I guess if you cover this lantern and everybody kind of gets away from the door, Mort will try and sneak through the secret door. The lantern's out there, so he can see. I think the thing to do would be to move away from the door.
Yeah.
Quickly.
The rest of us should retreat all the way back up to the staircase, right? Not
Yeah.
all the way up the staircase, but to the staircase, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so you're out of the range of the lantern light, if nothing else.
Well, also, I mean, I can just hide it behind my shield, so it's
Right.
not-
But yeah, Mort then just immediately moves, I don't know, let's say to the west. And is there... Okay, so when we were out there before, was there anything like right to the west of the door or the east of the door that would be good as cover or something like that if Mort has to jump behind something?
Yeah, there's 8 tables that dominate the room, and they're like, some of them are against the wall, some are in the middle of the room, and there's like stuff
should,
like
duck
all
under.
over the place. Yeah.
Okay, so he's thinking like he goes out there and if it like... he
Sucks.
can't get back to the door. He needs to hide. He wants to know where he can go hide and try and evade this thing. But
Yeah, that's fine.
mostly he's going to see if he stands there and waves his hands like this,
Yep.
if the thing sees him.
Got it. Okay, so this
Okay.
happens. So you go through the door.
Yeah.
Immediately upon entering the door, storming out of the shadows is the construct, the statue, and it comes right for you, Mort.
As if it can see me or
Yep.
is aware of my location.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, I skip right back inside and slam the door.
Okay.
New plan, guys.
I warned
Okay.
you, Mort. It has no eyes.
Yeah. All right. So I want to try. I have a swirling mist potion that I got from the desiccated corpse in the Dust Devil room.
Okay.
I want to do the taste test on that.
I love
right,
this
well-
idea. This is a great plan. This
Well,
is a
he's
great
he's
plan.
doing this. I'm gonna go tuck my kid in, and I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, we'll be right back because I need to look up exactly what that potion does because it's been a minute. One moment, please. All right, I have found the potion of what you were talking about. So watch someone be like, we're no longer going to drink it.
I just want to do the little, cop cocaine taste,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right, so you never did that. You never did that before, right? Yeah.
Not on this one. We never did. I realized that when I was looking at our treasure list, and I was like, I don't actually have a clue what that one is, other than it's similar to the gaseous form potion that we did have.
Right. Okay. So, Mort, when you do that, when you put a little dab on your tongue, a little bit, you can feel your tongue sort of dissipate. Like you
In a
can't feel it
gaseous sort of way.
in a gaseous sort of way. Yeah.
Okay. So this
Quick,
might be
say-
our solution
yeah.
here.
Say something quick, Mort.
I don't. It's worse than helium.
Could you rub some of that bug powder on my lips?
Right. Tasty, real tasty.
What do you do?
I offer this as an option. Somebody could go gaseous and look and see if that, the activation thing that Avaricious was speculating on in fact exists, or if there's some other big red button on the back of the guy or whatever.
I think that's the safest way possible because you're not going to get thwacked.
I'll do
Yeah.
it.
I think we got to do one more thing though.
Okay.
I
what's
think
that?
One more
that
thing.
somebody with a bow should set an arrow on fire and shoot it across the room. Because
okay.
right now we only have the light right by the door here where our lantern is. And if you're gaseous, you can go all around the room, but you're not going to be able to see anything.
True. Fair.
That is a good point.
Yep.
So just like we can do it all because we got to crack the door anyway to let you in as a gas. So we just like set one arrow on fire. It won't burn for very long, but
I could cast light if we really wanted to. Well, the arrow's a lot more efficient, I think. Try the arrow first.
Isn't your wand out of charges?
Yeah, your wand is kaput.
Oh, did I kaput it?
Yeah.
I think you did.
How many charges did it have?
It wasn't fully loaded when you got it, I think.
You didn't know.
Well, how long until the charges rebuild, John?
You're the wrong edition, my friend.
Oh, Mike. You're so sweet.
all right.
Where was it?
All
Where
right.
was it? But hold on. Where was it determined that it was out? I don't think that was ever said.
Well, that was in the combat, man.
Remember, I told you that
that
the word itself sort of disappeared off the one, and it, like a little bit of smoke petered out of it.
I don't remember that at all. I was too excited
yes.
from the murdering.
Killed it, man.
All right. I mean, if we don't think that the arrows, I mean, I've got spells. That's what they're for. I did pack light today, so we can do it.
I kind of don't think the torch is really going to. Sorry, a burning arrow is going to provide sufficient light. Really,
Is there any reason you wouldn't want to just throw a torch as far as you can?
We can.
You can absolutely do that.
I mean, just
Then do
toss
it.
a couple torches in there.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
do exactly
Let's do
that.
it.
John, is there a lit torch in the bag?
There's not a lit torch in the bag. There is a torch in the bag.
Okay,
Yeah.
just pull out a regular torch and I light it on the lantern.
Okay.
Right, who's really strong? Who's stronger than me? Everybody's stronger
Yes,
than me.
I will throw this because of my very long and large arms that I have. I can throw it very far.
And your eyes that can see.
Okay, Mort, you're drinking the potion.
No, I want to do it. I never get to do the potions. Come on.
You're gonna die.
Everyone's
Let him do it.
David has
invisible.
something
I'm
to
the only
say.
one who's never been invisible or misty or like whatever. I don't care. You guys can do it. It's
What
fine.
is it, David?
No. I think Mike should do it. I just wanted to quickly clarify. You've been pulling lanterns out of your bag of holding. Have they been hooded lanterns? And do we have a mirror that we might direct a beam of light where we want to now or in future situations?
I'm absolutely certain I have a mirror in there.
Well, that too. But I'm saying, do we have a hooded lantern so you can actually have a focused light, right?
I don't think I think hooded lanterns cost more than
As long as they're
than I can
under,
pull out.
as long as they're under 15 gold pieces.
You know, I think I'm
fine.
gonna. I think I'm gonna make it on the moment limit to the
Right,
sack.
Uh-huh.
It's too good. It's just too good. I'm gonna make that call right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that it is going to be able to pull 1d6 mundane items according to the description of the thing per day, and you guys will not know what that number is.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to make the call right now. I'm just thinking of like it's. I want it to be useful and really cool, an artifact sort of level, but it erases like an entire section of old school play.
That's true.
And that's too good to me. So
Can you do that after Matt pulls the torch out?
you could pull the torch out, but now
And we're going to start counting.
at this point I'm going to start counting and I'm going to roll my die and it's going to be secret.
To be clear, I was not asking you to pull a new item out. Though. I was asking because you had already pulled a lantern out. If you had clarified what kind of lantern that
It's
is.
a regular
Sounds like
lantern.
no, it's a regular
A
lantern.
hooded lantern costs too much to pull out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it
I
does.
I don't even see hooded lanterns in the book.
It's not
Yeah,
in the book.
so-
It's in the expanded equipment
Oh,
sheet, and
okay.
it costs 20.
Yeah, so it's a
The limit on
15
this
gold
is
15
right?
gold
Limit.
max. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
I'm sorry I kind of retroactively did that, but I'm just thinking just in terms of the campaign. I just think
It's fine. It's fine. We got this. We got
Well,
this.
that's fine, John. But then let me counter with this. Why don't you raise the GP limit for the items we pull out to 20?
sure. You want a hooded lantern?
Ah.
I can deal. Why? What else is 20? You're gonna be something else awesome.
Something really good.
Let's see here. Well, you guys also realize that we can then turn around and sell that shit in town for 10 gold each.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna retire off the bag.
Hey,
Yeah.
why are we adventuring when we could just roll a d6 every day?
Yeah.
See it, siesta after we've sold our mundane goods.
No, you guys are doing great because you're thinking of cool items to pull that are mundane and useful, which I love.
Yeah.
It's just a constant stream of that is just like way too good.
Oh, of
This
course.
is way too good.
I think most of the small ones. I thought we already had a mirror, but I mean, Varger did, and I thought one of you grabbed the mirror from his corpse, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't mean to divert us from throwing torches in this room.
Right,
I'm just
right.
asking a simple use case there. Let's throw some torches.
Okay, so Gorend, you're drinking the potion. Yost is throwing the torch, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yost opens the
Right.
door. He lights the torch and he throws it in. You immediately see as the basically only Yost sees it at first, right? So the door opens and he tosses that in, and it illuminates. It basically falls at the feet of the statue, who immediately starts to move towards Yost, who moves back through the door. The door is still open, however. Gorend drinks the potion. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Mort, please erase the potion from your inventory. And you
I
see,
just did.
great. So you guys, as Gorn upends it, you see as he slowly dissipates, sort of like a Star Trek teleporter sort of thing, all of his clothes and equipment drop to the ground
Mine now.
in a pile.
Run!
Yes.
Wait. Gorend is naked now?
Yeah, you were naked last time you did the Misty thing too.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
That's right,
yeah.
I was.
Yeah, naked.
Yeah, we
Oh, I
all
forgot
saw
about
your
that.
goblin bits.
Gorn is
Yeah, but
truly
Gorn is-
free balling it. Gorn, you've never felt so free in your life.
I'm gonna slink under the door in Misty form.
literally lighter than air as you slink underneath the door. Right, so Yost slams the door and Gorn slips under. Okay, so Gorn, now you are able to I believe you can. Yes, you can perceive. So you can perceive the room as it truly is.
Ooh.
It's not that exotic. I'm just going to give you the full dimensions. Ted.
Oh, come on, John. You're so excited.
It is
Mapping?
mapping. So it is actually 40 feet north to south and forms basically a rectangular room. And there is a 10-foot wide corridor that goes directly south in the middle of the southern wall. Okay. Yep, you got it. And it appears that the statue's resting place, when it is not actively attacking you, appears to be 10 feet to the west of that entrance along the southern wall.
Like right there?
You got it. Exactly.
Okay.
And that is where it is. Well, actually, it's actually returning to that spot. It basically moved 10 feet forward whenever Yost threw the torch in, and then when the door shut, it's now moving back into the position, and it basically stands, and it's freestanding. It's not on top of a pedestal or anything like that. It's just standing on the ground, and the spear is at attention, right? Like it's just like the butt of it is on the ground. It's held rigidly against its side. In the midst, though, Gorn, there is, like I said, there are 8 tables total. They are lining the walls. They're in the middle of the room. It'd be difficult, to actually maneuver easily in the room, just based on if you were trying not to break things, right? But there are lots of interesting things that I basically described already because the torch didn't illuminate too much more of the room. However,
Right.
On the southern wall, on the eastern side of the southern wall, there is an enormous carved baboon face that has an extended tongue. Okay. Now you haven't seen a baboon face depicted like this on this level yet. You know the baboon obviously is a symbol of Thoth, but other than that, the features itself are exaggerated, and they have hollowed out eyes, and the nostril cavities actually extend over the extended tongue. Okay, and resting on that tongue is an empty flask.
Interesting. Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah, and there's all sorts of like around it there are tables and desks and things like that, and there's tons of what looks to be like ingredients and herbs and things like that. Like you see, there's what looks to be like a crushed gem of some sort, like a pearlescent gem, chips of diamond. There appears to be like in a jar like eyes of some sort of amphibian. holly leaves. There are spines of some creature that you've never seen before. Strange yellow teeth. There's like gelatin of some sort. A large, huge feather, probably about like 2 feet in length. A vial of what looks to be like thick, dark red blood. More eyes. Vials of like a silvery quicksilver sort of liquid. All sorts of crazy things. In addition, there are in like a bowl. There are numerous different sorts of gems that look quite valuable. Of all the different colors of the rainbow, all sort of situated around this baboon face, and that's just sort of what's around the baboon face. And then there's like all those other tables that got all this other sort of gear as well that I described earlier.
Okay.
So
are there? And I don't want to interrupt you, but are there books?
There are no books, actually. Interestingly enough.
So this is not the library.
Well, and also it's not where your spell books ended up. Like Isocritus is working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That would be simple if we could just grab them right here, right?
There's
just to clarify. Sorry.
There appears to be like a couple of long, slender wands, perhaps, that are sort of lying on tables, but they may be tools, maybe instead to actually like work the ingredients and things. Who knows? But when you're looking around for writing, Gorend, you do see that just sort of randomly kind of thrown onto a table amongst all the other gear, there appear to be 2 different pieces of parchment that have writing on them, but they're not like collected together. Like one's on one end of the room, one's on the other end of the room, sort of thing.
Okay. All right. So keeping in mind, how long did that last gaseous form potion last? It was a while.
Turns. I was able to go out and do the thing to move the statue of Thoth, and I just had to sit around and wait.
This is a common thing to know, actually. So potions in OSC are 1d6 plus 6, 1d6 plus 6 turns. So
so we have a minimum of 7 turns, correct?
Correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So John, can I read the parchment paper or peruse it very quickly and just see if there's notes on there? Maybe instructions on how to.
It is in a language that you cannot comprehend, Gorend.
Both of them are?
Both. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The next thing I think is that's on our list is to go and inspect the baboon face. I want to see if that tongue is a lever, right? Obviously, I can't manipulate it, right? But I can also stick my whole face in there because I'm Misty, right?
You can, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want to try and determine what kind of if it's a mechanism of some sort.
So the tongue itself is not a mechanism. The tongue appears to be a platform. In fact, in the middle of the tongue is a small carved divot, which appears to be made to fit a flask, which now currently there is an empty flask there. Mm-hmm. However, when you sort of sift into the mouth of the thing and through it, you can see that, yes, indeed, the baboon itself is a mechanism of some sort. There is some sort of process that occurs, but you can't determine it because it's beyond your ken.
Okay.
Ocean maker.
And the statue's not reacting to me at all, right?
No, the statue does not appear to be aware of you.
I want to inspect it and see if it has any levers or buttons or any insignia on it to determine if it the Thoth holy symbols didn't react at all to it when we tried those. So now I want to see if does it have a set symbol or something else on it that might.
No, so the only clue to its age or allegiance or whatever is that it's wearing a Thothian headdress, one that is particular to the priesthood of Thoth. So you can definitely cross out set as being anything to do with it. But other than the style of the headdress, there is no Thothian symbols or any indication that it is, like all the other statues and other depictions of Thothian stuff has been much more evident in other rooms. Like this appears to just have the style of someone who would have lived at the time when Thoth was worshipped prevalently.
Gotcha. Okay, and no obviously things like a button or a lever on him. Like I check under his kilt. There's no like button on his taint.
No, there's not. No, and it doesn't have like the seams like the statues of Thoth did. That like a jointed sort of thing. It's like all very smooth and well carved.
Right.
But I should point out it is done in like that really like the high peak. I'm not sure when that was of ancient Egypt, but like when they were at the height of their artistic achievements. like extremely lifelike, but still not quite like it's definitely what I'm trying to say is it's not a person that has been turned to stone. That's what I'm trying to say, right? It's not that lifelike,
Right.
So, one quick question, just a clarification. When you say a flask, do you mean like a potion containing beaker, or like an alcoholic sneak a drink?
A potion, like something that you would put a potion into.
I'm assuming I can't smell what was in the flask. Like I assume I have no olfactory senses.
You don't know, no.
Okay.
If you just have like sight and hearing, it's not outlined in the spell description, but that would make sense to me.
How many turns have gone by?
I would say by this point, kind of assessing everything at one turn.
Okay. I want to go down the hallway and see if I see any levers or symbols or writing in the hallway.
Sure. Okay. So going down, I would say that this, so it goes down 20 feet before it hits a solid door. Let me check the nature of that door for you. And this would be the extent of the torchlight at this point. Let's see. It's sorry, give me a second. Yeah, it appears to be a solid stone door with iron bands. Typical ancient Arcantian door.
Can I squeeze my head underneath the door and see what's on the other side?
Yeah, actually, I think you can. Give me a second.
I mean, I do have not dark vision. I have infravision, so even if the room's not lit, at least I'll be able to see if there's dudes in there.
Okay, so Ted, just for your... So beyond the door, the corridor continues for another 20 feet before opening up into a 30 by 30 foot square crossroads of a sort. And you're coming in directly from the middle of the northern wall. First thing you take note of, Gorend, it's almost like you're coming home. Is that in the four corners of the room are mounted mirrors. They're back.
Oh boy.
Yes. There are exits from the middle of each of the walls. You're coming from the northern one. The eastern one is open. The southern one is also open. However, you can see 10 feet beyond it, there is a door that is actually slightly ajar. To the west is a portcullis, directly in the middle of the wall. The walls themselves are bare stone. Inlaid in the floor, however, in colored glass, is a set of cardinal compass points. You can see that from the western quarter, beyond the portcullis, there is a low pulsating light. And directly to the north of that portcullis on the western wall is an iron lever that is in the shape of an ibis. Okay. You can also very vaguely hear to the south, beyond that open door, you could hear the sounds, the unmistakable sounds of baboons rummaging through something, just sort of like a low, like, just sort of like that, like quietly, kind of like a bunch of them sort of just quietly doing something.
Okay. I am going to go very fast, John. I'm not going stealthy or anything. I mean, obviously I'm a mist thing, right? I want to go to the south and see what the baboons are rummaging through. Okay.
Misting southwards, you go through that open door. And
wait, before you go, John, is my map at all accurate here?
You are 100% on, Ted. Well done.
Sweet. Okay.
So
go through the door.
You're going through that door. There is a 10-foot wide passageway beyond that leads to the east directly for another 10 feet before going down a staircase. A wide staircase, yes.
Like this?
To the east. To the east. Not to the south.
Oh, it starts heading... Oh, I'm sorry. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So,
Where does the staircase start? Right at the corner of the door, or the next 10 feet?
Right there, Ted. You're right on it. It starts right where you ended drawing, and it goes down. You can draw it for like 20 feet before it goes down into the darkness. You can see, Gorend, as you're looking carefully with your misty form, that there has been what looks to be like a great deal of traffic up and down these stairs. Like they are not dusty at all. They are ancient, however. So it appears to go down to, you don't know where, it goes down into darkness. However, directly in front of you to the south is another open door.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Ted, it's going to be a little rough for you in this. Do you go through that door? Because you do hear the sound coming through that door as well. Okay. Yep. So going through that door, it opens up into another passageway that actually heads east directly from that door. So after the first 10 feet, there is a 5-foot wide, very narrow passageway that leads directly south. But the passageway itself, the long corridor, actually continues further east. And you could hear the sound coming from the further east. But there is this sort of interesting little small corridor to the south.
Is it there?
You were 100% spot on. Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta keep this going, John, because I'm very worried about being stuck down here naked. So, how many turns is it still?
You're moving.
That one.
You're just observing, so you're just kind of moving and misting as you're going. So I'll just say like one more turn has passed.
Okay, so that's 2 out of my minimum of 7, right? So
sounds like you got to look in the 5-foot corridor.
Yeah, I do absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna go down that little 5-foot corridor real quick.
Okay.
I'm also worried that I'm going to hit another anti-magic room and then be totally fine.
Actually, I'll give this. You know what? I forgot. None of this would be visible.
Oh, because it's all dark?
Yeah, it's all dark.
I was wondering.
If my infravision would allow me to at least scope out the dimensions of rooms, John, I don't know if it does. I kind of thought it did.
Or you could... you could feel along one wall.
No, I can't feel shit. I'm smoke.
He can't feel. I would say that you would be able to. No, you wouldn't. You really wouldn't. You would be able to sense, I think, like, because you can't pass through stone or anything like that. So you would be able to like determine dimensions and stuff like that. But you wouldn't be able to see ahead of you, right? Like you'd just be blindly kind of going.
Well, the room with the compass rose had light coming down the room from the portcullis.
Not
you said
really.
You said there was a little glow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so I don't feel that bad. Yeah, there was a pulsating glow coming from beyond the portcullis, but other than that,
let's table this section, John, before I get into trouble. I want to go through the portcullis and go investigate the room that's got the pulsing glow.
Okay. So backtracking a little bit.
Sorry, David. 5-foot corridor. We'll have to wait.
Quite all right.
Yeah. Okay. So backtracking, you move through the portcullis. There is a 10-foot wide corridor that goes for 30 feet. Before opening up into another 30-foot by 30-foot chamber, which you're entering in from directly into the middle of the eastern side. Okay. Let's see. In the center. Okay. So first thing that happens is when you enter into the room.
I didn't enter shit. I never entered. I'm standing at the doorway.
I'm just happy for you. By all means, I'm happy for you.
Yeah. I bet. Man, do what you got to do.
No.
You know what, Mike? The good news is you dropped all your shit, so we have that.
Great.
That's true. You did drop.
If anything happens to you, we have all your items, so it's all
perfect.
Right.
Okay, so when you enter into the room, Gorend, you immediately reform and drop onto the ground naked.
Oh, he knew it.
He knew it. Fucking nailed it.
But I'm going to say that you drop in like you're the Terminator coming from the future. You're in that pose.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
As you slowly rise up with all of your 4 feet of glory.
4.5 feet. All right.
But you are... so let me see. This is where the...
Guys, there's someone at my door. I'll be right back.
No problem.
I hope it's food for you.
Hope he takes that coif off.
Jesus Christ, man. How did I fucking
Hail
guess
and
that?
well met.
How did I fucking guess that was going to happen? That was...
Oh.
Where is
I hadn't even thought of it until you said it, and then as soon as you said it, I thought, nah. Why would there be so many of those rooms around?
Damn you, Barton!
Dude.
Damn you!
Okay. So so Gorend, whenever you kind of come to, as you kind of flop to the ground naked and you kind of stand up, and you can see that in the center of the room, just kind of small in the middle, is a small carved ivory box. It's about 18 inches by 12 inches by 4 inches in size. Okay. And however, it's a little bit creepy, just sort of in general, kind of sitting there on its own. You do see that there are 2 doors in this room. There is one in the middle of the northern wall, and there is one on the western end of the southern wall.
Wait, western end of the southern wall. So there.
Yep, and in the middle of the northern wall.
And there.
The corridor continues on west of in the western wall. So they're 10 foot wide that continues on to the west. All right, you can see that in the box itself seems to be emanating a pulsing light, like a non-natural light.
Like an anti-magic light that could turn off an animated statue if you picked up the box and walked back.
That's what I was kind of hoping.
That
Although
light,
it's not going to be that easy. Ted.
That light is vaguely illuminating the fact that the western corridor goes on for 20 feet before hitting another wooden door.
Okay.
All right. However, of most importance, piled at the threshold of the southern door are 6 corpses.
This is fine.
How fresh are they, John?
They do not look fresh at all.
Like, are we talking like a couple of weeks, or are we talking about like 1,000 years?
Not more like not 1,000 years, like much more recent.
Do they have any weapons on them?
I'm checking.
Is this where I get my Atalantean sword from, and then I become Conan?
So, yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry, just checking real quick.
Oh no, he's smiling again. It sucks.
Yeah. So you don't. So they don't appear to have anything of value on them. They appear to be like adventurers, maybe. Like they've got like some, a little bit of like ragtag armor on them, but they don't appear to be particularly, well off or anything like that.
Okay. I want to inspect. Did you say the box was on a pedestal?
No, it's actually just sitting in the middle of the room. It's made out of ivory.
On the floor?
Mm-hmm. Just in the middle of the floor. Yeah.
If someone was like carrying it and they suddenly disintegrated or something, that'd be amazing. Dude.
Or it's an anti-magic mimic of some sort. You pick it up and, right at waist height, and it just bites you somewhere special.
Hey, now. All right. John, I do want to go closer to it and inspect it.
Okay. Yep. So it is. Let's see.
Oh no.
So
I just want to say, I'm so glad you took this on yourself, Gorend.
So Gorend, yeah. Do you pick it up, or you just kind of look at it?
No, I'm looking at it.
You look at it. Okay.
Touching it.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So
pick it up. What's the worst could happen?
So 18 inches long, right? So like this, and when you look at it, it's carved out of pure ivory, but the carvings on it, highly delicate, highly intricate and complex, are blasphemous images of tongues caressing all manner of beings. Yeah. It visibly radiates intense evil.
Onweir, you hear Onweir's voice from many rooms away. Is something going on down there?
Bring it to me. Bring it to me. I will store Helioglobulus's tongue in this. All right. Okay, I'm not going to touch the intensely evil box. Well, guys, it looks like I'm going to be making a mad dash and hope that thing doesn't put a fucking spear through my spleen.
Dude, just try leaving the room. Sometimes, like, it just suppresses the magic thing, and it'll come right back.
I'll step out of the room, John. Do I become Misty again?
Yeah, are you going backwards or where are you going?
Yeah, no, I'm going back the way I came.
Okay, when you go back, it actually and you poof it back into gaseous.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Wow, lucky.
A turn went by.
So am I on 3 or 4?
I think you're 3.
Three have been expended.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
You have a minimum of 7.
So
All right,
here's
guys,
the question, my
so
dude.
do I keep going?
Are you gonna pull that lever?
He can't. He's misty.
Oh, when you're at the lever, you're still. Oh shoot!
I become misty again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure though that lever probably just raises the portcullis, which is down.
Which would explain why the baboons have not eaten the corpses.
Right.
Baboons may not have access to this hallway.
How far away? Like you can't reach the portcullis or the lever through the portcullis, right?
No.
Okay, so that's probably what that is. All right, so now the question is, though, guys, do I continue my investigation maybe on the eastward corridor?
I mean, you're not going to be able to see much, but you can try.
Well, we don't know. If I hit a lit room, then maybe I will.
Oh, follow the wall a little bit and see where it leads you.
John, I'm going to go check out the eastern corridor. Stop smiling at me.
I know.
I love it.
I've watched him suppress a smile for the last 40 seconds when you started talking about the east corridor, and I just, do with that what you will. But,
Okay. So first thing to note is when you did go west, Gorend, there was no mirrors down there. Okay. From your previous exploration of this level, you remember you guys had theories about what the mirrors were intended to do.
Right.
So just be aware that other than the fact that there was a portcullis blocking the way, you're not really sure like why there was not mirrors down there. However, going east, it goes for 10 feet, and in that 10 feet section, the very first 10-foot section, there is a mirror along the southern wall, and it continues on. So the corridor goes well. Since you're missed, we'll just say you can we'll give you the whole dimensions of the corridor. Okay, so it goes so Ted, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's 100-foot long corridor going straight shot east. Okay.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. I need some.
So 10 squares. Okay.
In total length, including the 10 I already drew.
Yes, but there are numerous breaks. So so just I'm just giving you the overall so far more.
All right, hold on. Let me, just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put.
So Ted, for your mapping purposes, at the end of that corridor, there is a door on the eastern wall. Okay. Now, closer to you, Gorn, as you're moving down, you see that after 10 feet on the 20-foot square, there is a door to the north. Okay, shut.
Okay.
10 feet beyond that, there is an open door to the south. And you do not hear anything coming from that door, Gorn. Okay? Then, 40 feet beyond that is a crossroads. There is a door to the south, and there is a passageway, a 10-foot wide passageway that heads to the north.
Thing.
Now, Gorn, whenever your misty form comes to that crossroads right there, you can definitely hear rummaging baboons coming from that northern corridor.
Okay.
All right. And then there is 30 more feet before you hit that door. Right at the end of the passageway, there's that door to the east. However, there is another door directly to the north, right at the end of the passageway.
The fucking maze.
Okay. How's that look, John?
That is looking pretty sexy, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you just kind of put your indicator, like which one you said I heard the baboons coming from?
Yeah. You heard the baboons coming from this corridor.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay. I'm going to very quickly, John, moving fast. I'm going to go up there.
Sure.
And see if I can find them.
You do quickly. So it goes up for 10 feet before exiting out, debouching into a room that is rectangular. It is 30 feet east to west by 20 feet north to south. You are entering in on the western side of the southern wall. And
western side of the southern wall. Okay, so like this.
Yes.
Yep, you got it, Ted. Really weird.
Okay.
There is a bunch of trash and detritus in the room, and you can see that there are currently 6 albino baboons. It's been a long time, buddies, but there they are. They are rooting through what appears to be a pile of bones, offal, dung, and random bits of adventuring gear.
Do we recognize any goblin mush or?
Oh man!
No,
that was just hurtful.
but Gorend, you do see that some of the trash does appear to be relatively fresh. There's like some of the trash is like knee deep. It looks like all the paint that used to be here from painted frescoes has basically flaked off of the walls completely. It's tough to tell if there's anything valuable because it's just like mounds of trash, and they just appear to be rooting through it, kind of picking through things, trying to like tossing things that they deem not valuable like over their shoulders, and then like sometimes eating stuff. It's just generally foul and awful, and but you don't see any of the big fuck off 4-armed ones. It's just a bunch, but they are big, large albino baboons. So now
they don't seem to need light, right? Like, is it just a pitch black room?
Yes, it is. It's. Oh yeah, God, I keep forgetting that.
But he can see their.
Oh yes,
their, like
their
predator vision.
That's right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. There is an exit out of here that leads to the east from the top of the eastern wall.
Is it a passage or a door?
It is a passage.
Okay, let me. Like 10 foot wide.
10 foot wide. Yeah.
So John, just kind of.
Right.
Sorry, Tig.
Go ahead.
Leaning into the infravision thing. Okay. Are there any like? Would I be able to detect heat sources coming underneath the doors? Like, would I be able to tell if any of these rooms might be lit because there would be warmth inside that room? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
those
would,
are the ones
yeah.
that kind of okay. Because and have any of these doors back in this hallway here? Do any of those seem like they might have some sort of light source or something behind them?
Don't think so. I'm just double checking real quick. Last one to check. No, all of them are dark.
Okay. All right, so useless to keep going then that way.
You should also note too that 10 feet beyond the open door that's back to the west where you were, on the northern wall is another mirror.
Wait.
Okay.
Say that again.
So 10 feet eastward of the open door on the northern wall is another mirror.
Okay.
Okay.
And no heat or light coming from that open door that's right across from there.
No.
Okay.
And that is a passageway too, not a door.
Gotcha. Okay. So guys, I kind of feel like I've run out of rope here a little bit. John,
and you haven't even really looked around for other options for the statue. So
that's what I was hoping that there might be some sort of device on the far side of that room that would shut it down, but I haven't been able to find that. So John, I'm going to make my way back up to the room with the statue where they're waiting. What turn? How many turns am I on?
So a turn to get to this baboon room, and then I would say another turn to get back to the statue room.
So I'm in like 6 turns, right?
5 have elapsed.
So I have minimum 2 more. Okay. So I can spend basically 20 minutes inside the laboratory room just looking for things that might help us figure out the statue, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
or you could keep exploring gaseously and then use your naked dwarven form to distract the statue while we come roaring out to attack it.
well, okay. Well, we'll talk about it when I'm done. I don't want to like sideline the whole party here, John, doing this. So,
No,
if
this
we
is
can,
good, Mike.
okay. the hallway leading up into the statue room, John, I want to very carefully search that for any kind of levers or catches or buttons in the wall or anything else that might be some sort of like safety device to turn off the statue. So I'll spend one turn doing that. Mm-hmm. And then the last turn before I start gambling with my life is probably going to do another cursory examination of the room. And then I want to go back to that baboon head and really kind of see if I can detect anything else on that, right?
Mike, I have an idea for you there. Check out his nostrils.
Right.
Like we've had to stick our fingers in eyes and stuff. Yeah. Maybe if you pick the guy's nose, maybe I can't
actually implement, like I can't touch it, right?
But you can look in there and see if they're like buttons or.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. So first the hallway though, John. Leading up to
so you spend a turn, and other than the ibis lever itself to the portcullis, you don't see anything. One thing you do note with taking your time there though is that the ibis lever appears to be thoroughly rusted.
Okay.
Just be aware. Then you move through that shut door to the north. Be careful to look along the passageway for anything that looks to be a secret button or a lever. There's nothing. So now you're back into the statue room. The statue stands there immobile.
All right, so I'm going to go back over to the baboon head. I'll take Matt up on a suggestion. I'm going to go very carefully observe inside its nostrils, like its extended nostrils.
Mm-hmm.
And see if there's any kind of metal mechanism inside them that maybe sprays or is a button or anything like that.
So it's sort of a mixture of like the highest form of mechanical engineering, along with something that is beyond that, which you deem as a dwarf who's not really skilled in these sort of things as being like magic. Although it very well could just be a technology that is beyond you, but being a dwarf, your first instinct is like something I don't understand. It's got to be magic. Right.
Yeah.
However, you do see that but what you can determine is that the nostrils are a depository, like they are tubes that a liquid runs out of, and they are shaped in a way like your dwarven knowledge would kind of know this, that the nostrils themselves would form like a single stream that then would drip down into whatever is placed upon the tongue.
The flask.
Indeed.
Fill the flask.
Definitely a potion maker.
Yeah. But you just can't determine like how liquid is put into the mechanism, right? Like what are you supposed to do? Like there's no like entrance point or anything like that, or any sort of cup or repository or hopper or anything like that, that you can see. However, the eyes themselves are hollowed out. Right. So, and they're face on, but it looks like you could actually you can with your misty form, you could actually move into the eyes and see that they actually enter into the inner workings of the baboon itself. But it's just impossible to tell what occurs in there,
Okay. David, you want to suggest something?
Nothing too brilliant. I was just curious what the height and quality of the ceiling was in this room.
The height of the ceiling?
Yeah, and is it stone or is it wooden? Is it,
It's stone, typically Arcantian, of the same kind of make of like the Thothian precincts. Yeah. Although there is no religious iconography here at all. But it is definitely Arcantian. It's 10 feet high.
Okay, low ceiling.
All right, guys. That's more or less my time. Anything beyond that is going to be like a gamble type thing.
You've exceeded, you just finished your 7th turn.
All right. Do I pop back into existence, John?
You do not.
Okay. Then I've got at least another 5 minutes. So I'm going to spend 5 more minutes searching the room under the tables, anything that looks like a key or a symbol, something that someone might have secreted, but they need to get to quickly. Right?
So you do find something, actually. It doesn't look like it was secreted, but when you're on the lookout for an actual key, you find 3. You find a pair of keys that are together, actually on a large bronze ring, and those rings themselves are also bronze, and they are fuck off huge. Okay, they are 1 foot long each, solid bronze, 2 of them. Okay,
I like it.
In addition, you actually find, you're familiar with this actually, a 1 foot tall silver ankh chased with red glass.
And where is that located in the room?
It's on a random table. It doesn't really matter. I'll just tell you straight out. Yeah.
No. See, here's what I was picturing, guys, and then let me know if I was cracked, right? Isocritus comes in here probably to work, right? To do whatever it is he does.
Assume, yeah.
Whatever is now, he might be powerful enough to just have made that statue animate, right? In which case it's his bitch, and we'll do whatever he says, right? And what I've been trying to do is try and find something that would be a protection device, right? Figuring that there would be like something hanging on a wall right by the door, right? So that when he comes into the room, he grabs it and he's like, "Ha!"
Yeah,
but
turn the statue off. Yeah.
Yeah, but no joy. All right, John. So I'm going to pop back through the wooden door, and I guess I'll wait until I, show them my bits.
Okay.
Wooden door. You mean the secret door back where we are?
Yeah, I'm coming back to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys would probably see like a greenish mist sort of appear and kind of know it was him. It isn't for another 30 minutes, however, before he's just swirling around before he pops back into existence, naked.
Oh, wow.
So which is surprising to all of you.
Hello, my friends.
You should really get that mole checked out. It looks a little suspicious.
That's not a mole. That's
Ghost is like, yeah, this is the way a man should live. Yeah, this armor you wear is very silly.
So it's approximately about 7:40. You know that Avaricios's initial lantern that he dropped into the laboratory itself is going to go out in about 20 minutes. However, the one that you're carrying right now is, still has a lot longer.
John, I meant to ask, when we threw the torches into the room, the statue did not react, right?
No. Well, it did. It did. It reacted to Yost's presence, but then it only got about 10 feet before Yost slammed the door.
Yeah, in other words, it wasn't like the statues hitting the floor or clamoring about or anything like that. That triggered it. It was his presence as a
sentient being. Yeah.
Sentient.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Two questions. Well, first question, Mike, when you were examining the statue and looking at its taint and so on, did it seem very clean or was it dusty?
That's a good question.
The taint. How clean was it?
The taint, John. What is the status of the taint?
What do you mean by that, Ted? Like clean?
So here's my question.
Yeah, what do you mean by that, Ted?
No one knows.
Perhaps the statue is activated by the opening of the door and not by the presence of a person, right? So if we open the door, that turns on the statue. So perhaps the mechanism is here inside with us.
In the seam of the door.
Or in the seam of the door, exactly. And maybe the reason like Isocritus is able to pass through here is he knows, open the door and shut it again really fast.
Or you push, maybe there's a button on our side.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So I think we need to search thoroughly this side of the door and the door itself. Because maybe, and the reason I asked about the dust is maybe the statue just sat there for ages until the first time Isocritus activated it. And maybe it's not been regularly running around attacking people very often.
So I would say, actually, yeah, Gorend, you would. We'll say this: it looks like it shook off a lot of dust the first time that it actually came and attacked Avaricios.
So this might not even be Isocritus's. What about the material components on the tables, John?
Yeah,
is that?
You're right, Mike. Actually, let me revise that. So it looks like the table itself has been used recently and frequently. So the room itself is actually pretty dust free. It just doesn't look like anyone has interacted with, or that statue has interacted with anyone in quite some time. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
More and more, guys. I think this statue is Isocritus's actual just creation.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's dressed as a Thothian, though.
Yeah, he might have used an existing statuary to.
Oh well, okay, yeah, that's true. David,
Avaricios, my friend, I have the funniest idea.
Uh-oh.
That bag of yours can produce a chicken of sorts, can it not? I believe this was discussed at some point.
Yeah, Clarice, yes.
Well, Clarice
You named it?
has a mission.
I'm not a savage. Of course I named the chicken.
I would very much like to know if Clarice could get across this room without the statue felling upon her.
You're willing to risk Clarice's life. You know I've already used my healing spell.
Or perhaps some of your mice. There are many, of course. Very well.
And I'm going to send Clarice. I hate Clarice. She's the worst.
It's a thought.
Not the bad. I want to do like check around this, see if there's I like that idea.
You're going to spend a turn searching around the secret door, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
For some kind of.
You guys could have done that while I was floating around, being like, tempted by evil boxes.
That's true.
No, we were playing Baccarat.
I'll roll it in. That's fine. And you do not find anything.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Doesn't mean it's not there. It might be inside the door, as you say, or on the door frame.
So the other thing we can try and do, guys, is rather than just slug it out with this thing, we could have some of us, up front while other people try to tie it down, right? Like try and use rope to bind its arms and legs together and just turn it into an actual statue, right? I mean, it might be completely ridiculous. I don't know if you can pull a length of chain out of there. I don't know how much a length of chain costs. You know what I'm saying?
A chain is 10 feet is 30 gold. No doing it.
Ouch.
No good.
All right.
I can't get some rope.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of marbles on the floor.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. That'd be amazing.
Lots of marbles on the floor. Anyone?
We have
I'm just
marbles.
saying, we have an experiment we can continue to test, whether it be Clarice or marbles. The stone statues toppling over on slippery marbles.
Meanwhile, John is like, fucking bag. That fucking bag.
It's all right, but I'm good with it now because there's a limiting factor. So go crazy.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's worth trying. These are things that are like easily tested out. You want to try some marbles?
Wait.
How much is a ballista? How much is a ballista, Ted?
It's more than 50.
How much is a part of a ballista? Can we get like parts of it?
I would like to pull a beam of wood out, John.
So aside
there
from
an
Gorend,
IKEA
who has done some heavy duty exploration, which is great. The party as a whole has not moved since the beginning of the session. So let's do something.
Let's try some marbles. Why not?
You're gonna need a lot of marbles, dude. I would say let's do the chicken first.
I say one chicken is better than trying to pull out enough marbles to actually do that because of the limiter factor on this now.
Yeah.
So what is the chicken plan exactly? Do we throw it out and shut the door and listen for squawks?
Or do we distract it with the chicken and then get him, Ray, and like try and tie it down with rope?
Well, hold on. All I'm saying is, isn't the bag of marbles like 40 marbles or something like that? I have to look at it.
20 marbles value is 1 gold. So if you want a significant number of marbles,
why do we need 200 marbles? Why couldn't you put 20 marbles exactly on the trajectory?
Huge room.
Yeah, but it's coming at you at a straight vector. Yes.
Fair. I also suspect, honestly, it's a very heavy statue. It'll probably just crush the marbles.
What if they're steel marbles?
What
if they're ball bearings, my little friend?
Yeah.
All right.
So, big here's like big picture question, right? We can have marbles, we can do a chicken, we can do something, but do we want to fight this thing? Right?
Look, if we want to go past it, we're going to have to fight it.
All right. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it, right? I think in that case, like doing the chicken, like he's going to run up to the first thing that comes out the store and kill it. So something.
Maybe the chicken will run under a table and distract it just a little bit longer. And then I really think we ought to have the NPCs who
run up
like
and get
whatever.
Get it right?
No, they should be the ones to try and rope it while we engage in combat. Right, David, you can be a roper. Giddy up, cowboy.
Sure.
Get yourself a
I'll do it.
lariat.
I got 11 strength, so I'll rope as much as.
I thought you were. For some reason, I thought you had like a 17 strength.
That was
I don't know.
because of the fountain.
It was up for a
okay.
while.
Okay. All right, come on, guys.
I'm okay to do anything as long as we do something.
I like the marbles. I like David's marbles.
I'm happy to run across the room right now if you want to.
Okay, so tell me what you're doing. Just do it.
Let's do the marble trick. Let's do the marble trick. Can we get ball bearings out of there? Can we get metal ball bearings?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to reach in the bag. I'm going to pull out. As many ball bearings as I can.
Okay. We don't need to pull rope out because we have our own rope.
Yes.
I've got rope. Yeah.
So we're going to give rope to Yost and Sam, and who else? Trusty can't cast spells. David can't cast spells, right? So maybe
give them all rope.
So maybe not Yost, because Yost we'll need Yost in combat.
Okay, 3 people with rope.
Do you have
people with combat?
You have 3 sets of rope.
I have a 50-foot length. I'm pretty sure you 2 guys do too.
I do not.
I do not.
Yost does not have rope, but Sam had rope.
Sam does not have rope.
Oh,
Neither does Trusty.
I can pull out another thing. I can pull. I mean, we're pushing it, but I can pull out another thing of rope.
Try and pull out a rope and see if it works.
We have 100 feet already, though. Why do you need 150 over 100?
I mean, that's probably fair. I mean, we have 100 feet of rope, right? So,
all right.
So
There's
2 people with rope.
Room.
So Onweir and Trusty with rope, and then the rest of us fighting.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going to Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yes.
And we're going to fight it.
You pull out a hefty bag, like a leather pouch of 100 ball bearings.
We got 100 ball bearings. That's even better.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
all right.
Okay.
So who's throwing the ball bearings?
I think we open the door and we just empty it while it's running up to us. We just empty the sack right in front of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
maybe.
what we want, but I guess then my point is then
That's going to be
don't
my
wanna have to
turn.
move into that field. We have to pick our spot. So we open the door and array ourselves right there, throw them down, and let him come to us.
So yeah, let's take a 5-foot step in type thing. Sorry to use that 3-5 nomenclature again. 5-foot step in, and then we will be arrayed to defend the rope throwers. Everyone has to shuffle their feet too, right? Like we tell everyone, shuffle your feet. Don't step hard on the ball bearings, and then let's just go. Come on. Let's do it.
I should have a mace. So somebody with rope, you do that. Use your other hand to do the ball bearings.
Okay.
So, all right, cool. So who's doing the ball bearings?
I'll do the ball bearings. Why not?
Yes, Onweir, do the ball bearings.
You open the door, Onweir, and you're just like, and down they go. It's like a low shot, right, like across the ground, so like it goes towards the camera, right? Just all around the ground. As you guys step into the room with your ropes and all that kind of good stuff, immediately, of course, when you enter into the room, you see the Av's lantern is right in front of you, and the torch is still burning on the other end of the room, so the whole room is pretty well lit. The statue marches forward, brings its spear to bear as it kind of steps towards all of you, and it basically moves like the furthest ball bearings that are closest to it basically are like no distraction because it's already spread out like an arc. But as it moves closer, it looks like it's about to kind of enter that field. Were you planning on doing your ropes now? Or waiting to see what happens to it?
No, we're going to wait and see what happens to it because if it falls down, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it make a saving throw to avoid falling down.
Can I? Oh, shit. Okay. No, it's fine. I'll just let it happen.
Can we request that
I was going to suggest, do we have a grappling hook? We could try to throw a hook on him and pull him on while he's on the bearings.
It's late. I think it's too late now.
So,
But
let's just go. It's fine. Let's just go.
Okay. So it needs a 12 or higher to succeed. Okay.
Come on.
okay.
So
Give us the run back
D6?
genre of the campaign. This would be hilarious.
all right, here we go. It succeeded. Yeah, sorry.
Brutal.
Sorry. Yeah, so it basically, we'll say it was sort of like what Ted said, is like basically the ball bearings are too spread out, and it's heavy enough that it doesn't crush them because they're steel, but it's so heavy that it just doesn't slip under. It doesn't slip on them, so it steps on them as it moves forward, crunching. You're letting your ropes go.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, we're going to roll for initiative.
I did it last time and did bad, so somebody else did good.
I got a 6.
Oh,
Sorry.
would you quit it?
All right. I'll do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Roll a 6. Roll a 6.
I rolled a 5, which is almost a 6.
Okay, so it trumps forward. You guys are all arrayed. Well, you got the rope throwers that's Onweir and Trusty are behind, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
everyone else is a target. So we'll make that is let's see, we got 1,
D4.
2, 3 plus you 3, so that's going to be 6. So PCs will be 1 to 3. The NPCs will be 4 to 6. Here we go.
So wait, there's on.
Yeah, I got it.
Onweir's a rope
I got it.
thrower,
I got
right?
it. So 6 is going
Okay.
to be Njal. So it comes after Njal.
Okay.
Oh.
What's Njal's AC?
Niall's AC is a 14.
14. Okay, let me just check. I do have to check that one. That's going to be.
Oh.
Hit it exactly.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Niall can take it. Niall's tough SOB. He can take it.
Tough.
He's not wielding a shield, right? He's using axe.
He's using a two-handed.
Yeah, he's got the two-handed.
battle axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ruiner of appetites. Okay.
Which will be dripping this guy's dust soon.
And oops, I rolled 2d6. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Okay, Njal is going to be taking 7 points of damage.
Shit.
That's okay. He can eat 7 points of damage for breakfast.
It's gonna have to.
Okay, your guys' turn.
Dogpile the motherfucker. I think
Yeah,
is where
let's-
we're at, right? That's our plan. Get him, Ray.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
All
Get him, Ray.
Gorend, since this is your concept, why don't you want to whack him first?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to. All right, I'm going to be using my magical spear, Clavern. One sec, I just messed up my owlbear. Okay, ready.
Clav him.
16
Ooh, there you
plus
go.
3, John.
That's a hit. Its AC, it is made out of solid stone. Its AC is 18.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah.
Ouch. Brutal. Okay, so, but that, I'm going to do a d10 of damage plus 1. I do 5 points.
5 points. Okay, so first of all, you notice, Gorend, you're using Clavin the spear, right? Yeah. So despite the fact that it is made out of solid stone, you feel the jarring impact as it moves up your arm, but the spear does bite deeply into the stone itself.
Nice.
Probably due to its magical nature, you would
Yeah,
think.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, I'm betting we all need magical weapons. All right. Thank you. That was great. That was very satisfying. Next.
You are now engaged as it kind of comes to a halt as it's like turns towards you now, Gorend. The rest of you?
I'll jump in, dive in quickly with the pin, and
There's
let's
pins.
see here.
Everyone's got the cool shit now.
14 plus 3 for the dagger, plus 2 for my strength, so that is a hit.
Oh, nice. All right. Everyone's getting a little piece.
So that is a D6 damage for Goblin. 2 plus. We had the plus 3 on the damage for this, right? For the pin.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah.
pin's special bonus thing?
Also
plus
makes
3.
it slow.
And it slows it,
causes
yeah.
slow. So my total damage here would be 7,
Okay. Give me 1 second. I just want to check a thing with Goblin.
and it has to save versus spells. Oh, and is it larger than human size?
It sure is. Yeah, it's 8 feet tall.
That means I get an extra 2 armor class.
Okay. So the pin. Remind me about the pin again. Sorry.
It's
So,
plus 3 to hit, plus 3 to damage, and
provides
slows.
plus 1 dex to the wielder, and on a successful hit, it will slow its victim. Save versus spells.
Okay. Great. Cool. Save
What
versus
does
spells, you say? Eh?
slow
Okay.
actually do?
Okay. It does make the save, but the dagger does bite deeply. And how much damage did you do total?
7.
7. Nice. Okay. Okay. That's gonna do. I got it.
The
All right.
rippling muscles of Mort's biceps and triceps flex glisteningly
Absolutely.
as it stabs the mighty statue.
The short folk, the dwarf and the goblin, step right up into this huge fucking statue and just give it all its worth, and you both sink your blades right into it.
All right, now the big boys will stand up and take a turn.
Indeed. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Bring it.
Alvarizos is going to take a swing with his non-magical mace. But he,
You need a magical weapon, bro.
I'm doing my best. Let's
Pull out
see.
your
Okay.
sack, man.
So he's rolling. That's not going to hit. That's 6 total.
6 isn't going to do it. I'm going to say that one more combatant can actually join in melee with this thing before it's like surrounded by people.
It
Right?
has to be somebody with a magical weapon. So I think
Red
Niall has one.
or Neal, yeah.
Or
Well,
Sam.
Niall's already in that count because it attacked Niall.
Yeah,
true.
he's got skin in this game.
So bring Sam in. She's
All
got
right,
man.
same as Manweeper, yeah. I think
Sam, go.
I think
Well, wait,
Sam
what-
would. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, David. So if Njal is already in melee, that would be it. I'm going to say like 4 can be in it together. So there's more Gorend, Everisios, and then there would be Njal.
All right.
So
Then
Njal,
you need to swap out with somebody then, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I could. Well, we'll just keep going here. Okay, so he's got with his magical battle axe. He has a +5 to hit, so that's not bad. So he's going to haul off and take a nice swing.
the Ruiner.
Oh man, what happens to
Oh
the Ruiner?
man, that's another 4. What the hell?
Oh,
Swings wide as he can't find purchase. So actually, we'll say it connects with the stone, but just is not able to bite. Okay, so we still have Sam and Yost and Onweir. If you want to do anything, you just can't join in melee.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing but a mundane dagger. No magic items on me, so I will be.
well, they can try and throw rope, right?
Yeah, you can do your rope.
Yeah,
your,
I still don't know
like
if
a
I
lasso?
understand the rope plan that Mike was explaining. I mean, I will do it.
Exactly like the Empire Strikes Back. We're going to try and
So we're gonna try to lasso him.
and try and bring
yeah,
him
right around
down.
his legs. Yeah.
Okay, I will say that I will do exactly that.
Okay, but the rope doesn't have like a grappling hook on it, right? It's just like a loose piece of rope.
That's what I
No,
was
it's
asking.
like a loop.
We've created a
like
lasso.
lariat.
Oh, you created a lasso. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. So this is definitely like an improvised weapon. Like you are not like
Yeah.
You have no conception of how to lasso. That's a
All right,
high.
what do you want me to roll?
So you're gonna roll a ranged attack roll, but you're going to do it at -4. However,
Great.
you are at short range, so you're going to get +1 for short range. You're going to be able to add your dex bonus.
Oh, good thing I have a 9 dex.
You have a 9, so that helps. But you're going to take
spells in the
-4,
book.
so I think that total then would be on where you would take a -3 to the attack.
Right.
Sure.
But John, is it kind of like a ranged touch attack, like the equivalent of that?
What does that matter?
Because I mean, it's easier to throw rope on somebody than it is to pierce their armor, right?
Yeah, but this is 3/5. Like you know what I mean. Like he doesn't know how to wield this thing. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do it real quick. D20 on the way. It's a 16 minus 3, so 13.
Oh,
13
right.
isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Right. So
That was a good roll though.
But
Good job.
you still have the rope in hand on Weir, so you can try again. It's just it wasn't able to like loop over its leg.
All right. But we have another
This-
person with rope too, right?
Okay, so
I don't
I'll
know. Who
roll
else
for
was that?
Tresty since she is not anyone's retainer. She actually has a pretty high dex. She has a +2, so +2 +3 -4, so she'd be a -1. Okay, here we go. Come on, Tristy. Oh, no good. That's a 3 on the die. The ropes go
The
wide.
lowest John has ever rolled.
So there's you have Yost and Sam. Anything else?
Is there? I'm quickly reviewing the weapon rules. You know, Manweeper is a pole arm. Is there any sort of reach ability, even though she's not in direct contact? Can
There's
she
bracing.
poke
Yeah,
over
she can
someone
brace
with
if she wants. Or she can also go over the ranks. Yes.
it? Okay, so she would attack over the ranks. With
Yeah.
them
Oh,
with
yeah.
the-
That's true. Actually, she could do that. Yeah.
It's a giant rancer. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that real
You can
quick.
go over Mort's head easily.
There you go.
I forgot about the
All right,
second rank. That is
so-
definitely a thing.
She has a +2 to hit, so I'll go ahead and roll that.
It might be +3, David, because the weapon itself is.
So she has a +5 to hit rather than because she has a strength modifier of 2, and that's both hit and damage, right? Or is it
Yeah,
quick
but
damage?
then one more for the weapon. Because she hasn't hit that tier yet where she gets like a better THAC0.
Oh, she doesn't get the +3. She gets just the +1 on the rinser.
Yeah.
She gets
Well,
plus
what
one
is-
for the magic, and then +2 because of strength, probably.
+2
Right.
because of strength, +1 on magic. In the listing here, it says +3 to hit.
Yeah, because
on
I gave you the whole thing. Like, that's everything.
Oh, you calculated it for me. Thank
Yeah.
you. I understand now. Yeah,
Yeah.
so +3 to hit. All right.
I'm ready.
So,
Yes,
Ooh.
nice, dude.
Samantha.
Solid hit.
Over the
Solid
top
hit.
of the Rancer. Nice. The Man Weeper.
and it's a D8 +3. So, let's see. That's a D6.
Wait, is the polearm? I believe the polearm is deadly. Am I wrong?
It has brace, deadly, two-handed, and specialized. Yeah.
It's deadly.
deadly.
So you get to roll 2d8 and take the higher.
Ooh, we love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got an 8.
Max.
Wait, did I roll the right dice?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you 8
So I got
plus.
an 8 +3. So
11.
11. Yeah. 11
Nicely
damage.
done. Okay. All right. So Samantha's just like, let me show you how it's done. Just like right over the top. 11 points of damage. Still does not bring this construct down, but takes out a huge chunk of stone right out of like its simulated breastplate. Yes, Ted.
So Yost will quickly recognize that he cannot attack usefully without a magic weapon. He wants to turn around and see if he can find the mechanism for opening and closing the door on this side of the door.
Okay, cool. That will take. He won't be able to find it this round. You know what I mean? It's like a turn long search, but he can.
But he can't do anything just yet.
Fair
So
enough. Yep, totally.
he's going to look for that.
Got it. Okay, that is the end of the round. So let's roll for initiative again, shall we? Oh, first of all, wait. Before I'm going to erase that roll that I got. Does anyone want to cast spells or retreat out of melee?
I do not believe I have any spells that are going to do much good here.
Okay. No one's retreating. Everyone's staying in combat. Who's in melee?
Staying in.
Well, actually, Avaricious should step back so that.
Is there anybody with a magic weapon that can attack that I'm blocking?
I don't think so.
I don't
Actually,
think so.
Sam is attacking over the ranks.
Yeah.
you're good. You're good. You
Yeah,
can
we're good.
stay if
Yeah.
that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Okay,
the only other option I could think of, I could back up and use Shrieker, but I'm worried about the noise that it'll make, and it might draw the
Door's
baboons.
closed. The door to the south is closed. I don't think anyone's going to hear us.
I would agree with that because also like just from my description of the thing, like we're probably like there's a door, there's a corridor, there's another door, there's another corridor before you get to monkeys, right? So
Okay.
And so it actually does benefit you, Matt, because you have less chance of being hit, obviously, and you would get the +1 because you'd be in point blank range.
Okay, yeah, then I will do that because we've heard it. We've all heard how loud it is because I've used it once.
Yeah.
So I will do that. I'll step back just enough to make room for somebody else, and then I'll.
Okay, so Sam would be able to just kind of front right in there. Okay, I'm rolling for initiative. I got a 2. Who's rolling?
Okay.
I
Who's
got
rolling?
a 1.
Are you
I got
serious? Oh my god!
I got a 1.
I give you guys the low roll, and you still can't capitalize.
I don't know about that, John. I think you're the one who pays extra to Owlbear to get like the good rolls.
All right, so somehow the construct is still able to sort of fend you guys into making like a huge sweeping attack with its spear.
Oh, good. It's got cleave.
And it's got who do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Yeah, Sam is up there. Yeah, right. Okay, so Sam will be 4, and then I'm just going to go in clockwise order there. Here we go. 4-sider. Boom, boom. We got who's attacking? 1. That's Gorend.
Yeah, bring it, you big Mary.
What's your AC?
19.
19. It misses you.
Woo!
Yeah. All right. You wearing a spear? You don't have a shield, do you? You do have a shield.
I have a shield. I have a magic shield, and I'm using this one-handed spear.
That's right. All right. So you bank that spear away. Let it
Nice.
go past. And yeah, it's your guys' turn. Go to town on it.
All right, man.
Good, Gorend.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for this shit. Come on now. Suck it. No.
Nope.
No.
That's,
I hit AC 13.
that's a miss. It glides to the side
Okay.
dexterously.
All right. Then I think it's Mort again.
Okay.
Oh, Oh,
no one can find. No one can find purchase.
No,
All right, so
no.
this is the inverse, right? So now,
that
now Nyal will be able to hit.
All right,
so
bring it,
Nyal's going to take a swing.
Here we go.
Okay.
Y'all, sick balls.
Hiya! That's a 15. That's a 15.
You guys are just like slowly, just sort of chipping at it, but it doesn't seem to affect it at all. Avaricios whirls out.
What's that
Trigger?
trigger? Now, am I
up
able
a ball,
to take?
Barry.
Yeah. I mean, I've got slugs. We're good.
You would have to. What were you using before?
I was using my mace before.
So the mace would have to be dropped if you wanted to use Shrieker this round.
Yeah, I will drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. So you get a +1 because of the distance.
+1. That's good because my total with this one is +3, so that'll be a +4 to hit. So that's not bad.
You have a penalty to Dex. Don't forget, right? You have an 8.
I do, but Shrieker is a +2 weapon, and I get another +2 from being level 5.
Ah.
And then a
Why are
+1
you-
from.
Why do you have a penalty to Dex? Is it just your clumsy?
Because I'm not very dexterous.
Okay.
Just has a low Dex.
3d6 down the line, baby. That's why.
That's right.
The numbers were not good. Okay,
Dex-
here we
Dex
go.
8, yeah.
Okay, so I whip out Shrieker, left hand of Lysion.
Yeah.
Let's loose with it. Come on, let's
Piercing
go.
shriek fills the hall. Oh, it goes
it's-
wide, of course.
It goes bad. I rolled a 3.
So we
what
have
the hell,
Samantha.
man?
Samantha's going to pick up the slack for all.
Come
of
on,
you.
Come on,
Sam.
Sam. Go on, Captain Killsteel.
That's
Yeah.
you, David.
I know. I'm about to roll.
Oh, I see.
Alas.
Good luck is right now.
Wow, we should just do this round over.
Yeah, that was
Scrap this round.
that was
Can I try
really
my
bad.
rope one more time? We got to try the rope again.
David,
Sure.
try that rope, man.
Yeah, baby.
Here we go. Comes the lasso.
Oh, not gonna happen.
What about Trusty? Trusty gets the lasso.
Trusty, sure, I'll roll for Trusty here. What did I say? She gets a -3, I said? What did I say? No.
No, it
-4.
ended up being
Minus-
-1.
-1 total, I think.
-1 total, right? Yeah, okay, here we
Yeah.
John is. Oh, yeah.
go. Oh, good roll. It's a 15 on the die, but not close enough.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
tough.
John, would it be possible for me to maneuver by my party mates into the room, or am I fully blocked in the hall?
No, you can maneuver where you want. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to the gyms as well.
To the what?
The gyms.
No,
the
I
gyms.
deliberately actually didn't tell you where those were
Oh,
because I didn't want you to go over there and have a party while we're fighting the big construct.
No, you can run over to the gems. You can see where they are.
of course I will.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course I will.
Yeah.
Bunch of crap.
Okay,
I'm
so
a dwarf. I know
actually,
better.
sorry. The gyms were next to also like a wand, right? I think you said, or a device that may or may not be a wand.
it's
or
just
am
all
I
sort
right?
of scattered around. What do you want?
Okay, well, I'll go to the gyms. It's fine.
The gems.
I
Okay.
thought you were throwing rope.
I just tried. I
Yeah.
can do both, right?
No.
No. Well,
Well, you can you can move and
You can move and act
and throw. Yeah. So
Well, okay. You know,
you could-
it's a
you could-
6-second combat round.
why are you guys so pissed that he's moving to the
Have you
gems?
never moved in
I want
combat?
gems too.
Let him look
Have
at
you
his
never moved
gems.
in combat? Listen.
Okay. So there are
Goblins love gems.
as you move to that table, you're like, well, they got this, no problem. The lasso's not going to work. You go to the table in like a small little like wooden bowl. There is just a collection of what appears to be some stones and things like that look pretty useless. But you, because you've been looking for them on here, you can immediately see that there are 4 gems that are exactly some of the ones that you've been looking for.
Oh yes.
There
Oh,
is
yes.
there is a quartz, an agate, a small ruby, and a small piece of onyx.
Ooh, baby. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I dumped those into my bag post haste and I tossed the bowl dramatically.
So I am going to say that you can't take the gems right because you did
okay, it's
you
fine,
move
it's
and
fine.
acted, but you're at the gems and you can
Yeah,
assess what
yeah,
they are.
yeah.
Okay. Anyone
Let's kill
moving
this guy quickly so that we can go to where David is.
moving out of melee or spells?
No.
Okay, I'm rolling.
We're committed.
I got a 1. I got a 1. Okay, guys, who's
Let
rolling?
me do it this time. Let me do it this time. I can
Okay,
beat a
okay.
1. Here I go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
gonna be
beat you. I'm
amazing.
gonna beat you,
You're
John.
going to absolutely roll a 1.
Yes, there we go.
yeah.
Proud of you guys. I'm super proud.
All right, I'm going to attack. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Attack. Oh, I hit AC 17.
17 is not going to do it.
Oh, it's 18.
It is. It's
Yeah.
18. Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
Chips
Mort
away.
dives in for the kill.
Mort. Not going to do it. Everyone's whiffing.
13. Nyal.
Okay, Nyal is going to take his swing. Here we go.
Come on, buddy.
Where'd it go? Come on, Nyal. You got this, pal. Oh, that's
there's
a
a
20.
fatality.
There's
Oh
a-
my god.
20 on the die. Good job, y'all.
All
Now,
right.
he
so,
doesn't happen to have a brutal weapon, does he?
No, but he does have a battle axe, which is deadly.
it is
Okay.
so he's got a D10. So he rolls 2 D10 and takes the highest? Is that
Yeah.
deadly?
Yes, he
Wait,
does.
why has he got a D10? Is it he's only what level is he?
I think
He's a fighter.
He's fourth.
He's
Though,
fine.
right?
D10.
Yeah.
Is he fourth?
Oh, he's 4th level.
What level is he? He is level 4.
Yeah, so he's got the
Wow.
D10. Yeah.
Cool.
Level
Oh, I
4
thought
fighter.
fighters started with the D10.
No, D8.
They
D8.
start with a D8 in this.
Wrong
D10
edition.
plus 1 from the axe. Okay.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to roll the first one. First one's a 1, so that's probably not the best. But let's try this one. Okay, well that's 4 plus 1 is 5.
Does he have a strength bonus?
What is his strength? His strength is 17.
So
Yeah.
plus
He
two.
should have a strength bonus, at least plus 2, right?
So he's doing 8 points then. No, 7.
Seven.
Seven? Okay.
7 points. Great. All right. So the statue at this point, which was beautifully carved, is now just like hacked to pieces all around. Like, it's like definitely kind of falling apart, but it's still on 2 legs. It's still able to swing. Does not seem to be affected one way, shape, or form other than visually, but it's still coming at you, but it's looking pretty rough.
Avaricious would
for-
like to take his shrieker turn.
Okay, cool.
And,
I
and
should
Sam.
And Sam as well, yeah.
I should point this out. I should have done on the past turns as well, Matt. And I apologize for not giving you the warning before you decided to use your ranged weapon. If you, I'll let the past miss turn go, fine. But if you miss your target, there is a chance that you may hit one of your allies who was in melee combat with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Even
easy
though
for
the
him to
thing
say,
is way
okay.
bigger. Even though the thing is like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, because it's like it's a missed bullet, right? So it could have gone anywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're tough. They can take it.
So
Well,
if-
maybe you should shoot onward then.
This is the rule I actually use at my in-person game. Is I basically say, like, if you miss with a ranged weapon with your allies that are in melee, then there is a 50% chance that it will hit your ally.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No, I got this. And if I don't, then I will say I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. This is plus 4 to hit. Here we go. 14.
14 is not going to do it. Okay. So roll me a D percentile. If you roll 50 or under, you're going to hit one of your companions.
Okay.
Does that include onward?
Oh, it's a 50.
Oh. Yeah. Right
No, it
on
only
the
includes
money.
people who are in melee range, Ted, by the way. It's people who are in
It's a ranged weapon, dude. He can hit anyone in the room.
No,
with
no,
it.
It's going to ricochet 30 feet to the left. You wish.
No,
Maybe
no.
it's going to
You
knock the
wish.
bowl of gems
So
right
who's-
off the table. And
Who's in
scatter
melee?
it
We have
across the
Gorend,
room.
Mort, Sam, and Y'all, right? So roll a D4, Avaricios.
Right. Is it an automatic
man.
hit, John, or does he then have to roll to see if he hits us?
No, it's a. Oh, well, that's
4.
true. No, yeah.
Well, I'm wearing armor, so
That's true. Okay, so it's a 4, so that's Y'all. Right, and what's Y'all's AC?
Nyal's AC is a 14.
14. Would you have hit
I
Y'all?
would say, yeah, he did.
would.
He hit
Yeah, because I
AC
rolled a 14.
Yeah. Okay, so you hit Y'all. All right.
Okay, so that is a D8 plus.
So, oof.
D8 plus 1.
Y'all's like.
Oh, wait, no, Shrieker. Wait, Shrieker's
He's like,
a plus.
I told you I was sorry for the hand.
Well, you know these things. Yeah, this is a D8 plus 2, so I'm sorry, my friend. Oh, that's a 7. Oh,
That's 9. Is he out?
Dude.
oh no, he's got a ton of hit points.
You
So what's
should
he at
probably
now?
stop doing that. You should probably stop.
I should probably stop.
What's he at
Because
now?
He's at after he takes the 9, he's down to 20.
Oh,
He started at 30.
yeah.
He started at 36 hit points. He's a beast.
All right, so like you crack him upside the head, and just as he's about to bring his axe to bear on the statue, he's like, "What the hell?"
I am really sorry.
Yeah. your odds, because of its AC is so high, is way better
It's
of
bad.
doing damage to us than it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so who hasn't attacked?
Samantha.
Sam. Okay,
Sam and Trusty.
okay, go for it, Sam.
That is a 16. So
Oh,
Not gonna happen. Stone man, it's rough. Trusty, however, has a -1. Still can't do it. I rolled an 8 on the die. Sorry about that.
right.
That's the. You guys won, so now it's its turn. No,
yeah.
Unmer.
I have another turn, right?
Yes, you do. Sorry, Unmer. Go ahead.
Yeah. Gems in
Got
bag.
it. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And then after that, I'm gonna run to the silver ankh.
You're gonna what?
Run to the silver ankh with the ruby glass or the red glass.
Okay.
on.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, that's my turn.
We'll say that's nearby. So if you want the Ankh, you can take that.
Oh, I can take it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just. I'm. To be clear, I'm circling the room and looting everything. So I'll take that. And after I take that, I'm gonna go to the next value item. Maybe one of the wands, or whatever the beaker spoilers.
Okay, I'll say you can,
You know,
you can get
David-
to a wand. You can put the silver Ankh in your pack. The silver Ankh takes a slot. The gems do not. They are unencumbering.
Yeah.
So
Did you
silver.
realize that we hired a band of mercenaries and slaughtered an entire band of halflings for less than this?
It's a silver Ankh chased with red glass, and it's about 1 foot long. It's quite big.
I love it.
Okay,
does
so
Yost find anything?
Yost has not. No, it's still. He's being thorough. If you're having him search for like secret things, it's going to take like the rest of combat. You understand that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
One assumes that it's a secret thing. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. So that was Trusty. That's it, right?
yeah.
Now it's it. Now it's its turn.
It didn't attack. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We've got the 4 in combat, right? So we're just going to roll. It's
Yeah.
going to do a 3. That's going to be Gorend, Mort, and who did I say? It was Njal and Sam, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So Njal.
Oh
Brutal.
man.
Brutal.
Oh,
Let's see. Okay. Now I got. Sorry. Clear. Bump.
Can I step in front of Niall?
Nope. I mean, you can next round.
Okay.
Or you can push him out of melee if you want. But the statue misses as it just continues to unrelentingly
that's
jab. Y'all just kind of steps to the side and dodges it, which is good. Roll for initiative. I got a 2, unless anyone's moving away.
I got it.
Do you want
3.
y'all? Do you want to order y'all to step back?
No, that's fine. No.
Well, Matt, it's up
no,
to you.
I-
He's your guy.
Oh.
Yeah, no. He can stay up, but you know what? I'm worried about him. I want to step up. So that I'm going to step back in. Oh wait, I have to pick up my mace. I'll pick up my mace.
You can pick up your mace and step back in. You just can't attack.
Step out.
Well, I'll pick up my mace then, and next round I'll attack with it.
Okay.
But who's stepping out? Y'all.
Well, nobody needs to step out now because Sam can
go over top.
can go over top.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good point. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. You guys
All right,
won.
I
Go
won
for it.
initiative. All right, I'm going to attack again. Son of a bitch. Never mind.
right.
Next.
Did
More.
you get a 10?
Oh, so close. I think that's only a 17. 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Just still trying to hack away at it. Who's next?
Okay.
Sam's gonna stab.
Okay.
It's a nat 20, baby.
Oh, nice. Sam.
Uh,
Sam.
Is the Man Weeper brutal?
It's a.
Yeah, we already decided that.
It's not brutal. It's
No,
deadly.
that's
Deadly,
not brutal.
deadly.
Oh, that's
Right.
deadly.
I believe the only
means
brutal
that
weapon
on
is a
20,
two-handed
double your
sword.
damage. What's that?
I think the only brutal weapon is a two-handed sword.
Oh, okay. Well, Yost has one,
Yep.
but it's not magic. So, okay.
Okay, so anyway, roll damage. dude.
damage. 3. That's 5 damage.
5
Roll
total.
twice.
No.
He did.
Oh,
He
well-
did. He did.
Okay.
What's
5.
what's the crit rule again? I can't remember the crit rule. Was it,
There is no crit rule.
You didn't
You
crit.
you just auto hit.
You
Right.
auto hit. That's what it is.
8 minus 5. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's
Nyal
still
will take
it's
his
still
swing.
up, but she gets it in nice and deep.
Cool.
Okay. Nyal's gonna try to get his revenge.
All right, now.
On you?
It's teetering on its last legs.
Oh, no, it's a 15.
Not going to do it. And Trusty, maybe you can pull off the
Be hilarious.
the old rope trick at the very end. Let's see. Oh no, or the 5. It's a cock die technically on them, but
I have this feeling like Trusty's cussing at Onweir the whole time. Like, this was your goddamn idea. Get back here.
It's not my idea. Excuse me. This was Gorend's idea, not Onweir's idea.
now she's intrigued though. She likes like all these attempts she's been making with the rope, and she's like, I'm going to learn how to.
Elves never quit.
All right.
Exactly.
Who else is up? Is that it for us?
I believe that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
here it.
But Matt's got his
Roll it, big boy.
mate back now.
Yep. Here we go.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It's coming after Mort. It sees that there's a goblin at its feet. But Mort has an AC bonus because he's tiny and he's a goblin. So what is your AC with your special bonus?
21, baby.
Oh,
21!
that is juicy. Holy moly.
I
All
dodge,
right.
I weave, I duck.
But it cannot
It
find
works.
purchase, shockingly enough.
Oh, nice.
And it kind of stabs into the ground like just trying to trying to do a whack-a-mole, whack-a-goblin.
Okay, someone roll initiative.
right.
Let's go. Initiative.
David, have you done
got it.
initiative yet?
I'll roll it real
I got
quick.
it.
He's not even in
That's a
combat.
six.
He's off looting the room.
On rear 1,
Never
it's
mind,
the
I take it back.
party goes.
Nice.
Gorend.
I'll roll damage. I'll roll it to attack. Woo! Oh, I hit myself in the face.
Not going to do it. Go
Onweir
for it,
will
Mort.
run to the next valuable thing. Oh, yeah, Mark.
16. I miss.
Okay.
Okay, Njal will go, and then Avaricius will go if he needs to. Okay, so Njal's going to take a swing. Natural 20.
Wow, we got 3 20s in this one. Okay.
Nice.
What's
Nice.
that like?
It feels so good, Mike. You would have no idea. It's like that feeling of satisfaction when you.
It's like a spa day.
What's it like to roll a 20?
All right, Matt, go ahead. Damage.
All right.
Remember, it's deadly.
Okay, well, there's a 1, so that's no good. But let's try this one and see what it comes better than a 1. Okay, it's a 4. But that was plus 2 for strength, right? 6, and then plus 2, or plus 1 from the battle axe. So 7 points of damage.
All right, so Njal comes up like in like a big old roundhouse and just comes straight across laterally at his chest height. Actually, he'll have to actually reach up, I suppose, and actually comes across and decapitates the statue as it just the head goes doosh, 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 and rolls on the ground, and then it sort of teeters and then and slams into the ground. It doesn't break into a million pieces, but like into large sized chunks, and they go scattering across the ground. I should have been making you guys roll, especially Onweir. I should have been making you roll saves for those ball bearings. I forgot about that. I just realized, but that's okay.
Well, here's the thing. If you had made us roll it, he would have to roll it every turn, too.
That's true. And you guys
So
were sort of like
I didn't bring that up because I was like, that'd be really messy after a while, but yeah.
yeah.
And we
but
were all just standing still.
you were in a scrum, but Onweir was sort of traversing about. But nicely done. Okay.
I'm fleet-footed. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's Onweir, guys. Come on.
Right. So we can
great,
can
guys.
end it here with sort of like what you're able to find. So basically, what happens is a turn goes by for the combat. Yost is unable to find anything that looks like some sort of mechanism that deactivates the stone, the guardian. But now it's gone.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does Onweir find another valuable item on his turn before we close?
yes, you do. You were looking for a wand.
Yeah.
Yes. So you do find a wand. Yes.
All right. I will likewise pocket that.
Got it. So it is just like a long piece of like kind of crooked yew wood that does not appear to have. I don't actually have I haven't come up with like a name, but there is a command word on it. But you just you can read it, but you're just you have not spoken it aloud. But it doesn't give you any clue as to what it does. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's definitely Dick Face Thief. That's the command word.
So before we end, I'll just give you you've got all these different ingredients and things like that, all these kind of crazy shit.
Right.
Okay, so there's that. I could tell you right now that the vast majority of it is exotic and rarefied, but not magical. I'll just tell you that straight up. But it's stuff that, depending on how you view it, might be able to be used to make magic things. In fact, that's the first thing that pops into your head, Onweir. However, amongst the items that were actually near the baboon thing, like all those, the eyes of Newt and the holly leaves and the spines and the teeth and all that sort of stuff, you do see 2 5 fist-sized chunks scattered in different parts of an orange mineral that you are familiar with.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Onweir's very excited.
5 of them.
That's amazing.
Of chunks of arcanum. Okay, each one of those takes a slot. Just be aware. There is also what clatters to the ground as the guardian falls apart is the spear, ka-kung, 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 kung, on the ground, heavy, 5 foot long, made out of solid black iron. There is another wand that is white and ivory and curved almost like a unicorn horn. All right. And there is a periapt. And I know periapt is a jewel, but I just don't know what kind of form that takes. I think it's just like a small gem.
A periapt, isn't that like a headband kind of thing?
Is it?
Yeah, like a periapt. That's what I always thought they were. No, it's not a stone. It's like a little delicate.
A charm worn on a necklace or an amulet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like an amulet. Okay. So yeah, we'll say it's like an orange gem in a small delicate amulet, almost like feminine.
Well, John, if you told me about that, I would have run to it first.
And there are 2 scrolls. You can easily tell, Onweir, that they are written in ancient mythic, like not ancient mythic. I should say they're arcane, in the arcane language.
All right.
It's a really good haul for this room, man.
Yeah. And the 2 gold rings, right? Or the keys.
It's the 2 big foot-long bronze keys. Yeah, each one of those is also a slot. All right, so just kind of want to mark those down. And then, like I said, there's hundreds of different strange, weird shit here, right? So I have certain lists of what could possibly be here. But if there's something sort of weird that you kind of think would be fun, I'd be willing to listen, you know what I mean? As long as it's not too rule breaking, but kind of think of Witch's Brew, like Eye of Newt and, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff is here.
Would it be enough to set up like an alchemist slab, John?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, then time to fortify this.
Well, I should say the alchemist lab is more like what Blondbeg had.
Right.
Right. The materials to hold stuff for alchemy is here, like the cylinders and the things like that, the tubes and everything, but it's much more like these are just kind of strange, weird ingredients rather than more like the science of alchemy, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So we would have to go find the ingredients, but we have all the tools.
Yeah, but there's tons of ingredients here too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think it's more like finding the recipes that we need to make shit.
Right.
Perhaps the arcane scrolls have something to say if they aren't spell scrolls.
Oh, and were those the parchments, John? Yeah, were those the parchments that I couldn't read?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Is that what the scrolls were?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But both Tresty and Onweir are frustrated because they can't decipher it. Someday. Hopefully soon they can.
Now, could he use the Arcanum to get his last spell back?
That's a good question, actually.
Interesting.
Ooh.
What was his last spell? It was so long ago.
You have to go back to episode 16.
I mean, I think the last time I cast a spell was when I was trying to create the illusion for the baboon to run Looney Tunes into the wall.
Unfortunately, recalling a cast spell, the caster is able to recall and recast a single spell that he or she has already cast that day.
Yeah. Otherwise,
what about the spell I've cast on all these guys, charming them? You know what I mean?
That's magic in itself, baby. Yeah. Okay, I think that'll do it. We'll pick it up next time with your assessment of treasure. So, thankfully, Gorend saved the session by actually moving forward into the dungeon. The rest of you have precisely moved in about 10 feet. That's
that's a pretty good pace.
That's where we got. But thanks to the potion of gaseous form, we see a lot of interesting things. So that's pretty cool.
Really glad I remembered we had that.
We'll pick, yeah, seriously. So we'll pick it up with sweet loot next time. So that was very fun. So thank you guys. You know what the deal. You've been watching 3D6 down the line. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Please spread the word as much as you possibly can. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next time. Adios, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, John.
Bye. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.